This is the book of Luke, chapter 21, and verse 25. And there shall be signs in the sun, and in the moon, and in the stars, and upon the earth distress of nations, with perplexity, the sea and the waves roaring, men's hearts failing them for fear, and for looking after those things which are coming on the earth, for the powers of heaven shall be shaken. I want to start off by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakha Kodash. Double honors to our venerable apostles and elders at Great Millstone who rule well. And honors to you brothers out there pushing this truth, the fellow disciples of Yahushai HaMashiach. Peace and blessings to the Lord's elect, the house of David. All right, so Brother Aharan coming back at you with another lesson, Lord willing to be edifying and uplifting unto the elect. All right, and I have this article here which I wanted to go into. All right, and I started off with Luke 21 and 25. All right, going into the key. All right, in the 25th verse. Okay, highlighting the word perplexity. Okay, the distress and the perplexity. Okay, of nations. All right, and when you go into the word distress. All right, as before I do that, I'm going to go to the word perplexity. Okay, and it says here on the online etymology dictionary, it says bewilderment, doubt, uncertainty, confusion. Okay, confusion. And now we're going to look into the word distress. Okay, and it says a circumstance that causes anxiety or hardship. All right, and as right now we can see that America, not just America alone, but the whole world is in a state of anxiety and hardship. Okay, it says anguish, grief, pain or suffering of the body or mind. Okay, and that's what Yahushua said, or in the book of Luke, the 21st chapter, that will happen as another form of the end time prophecies. Okay, and I bring this out because I have this article here. And it says the new CV strain could push cities back to mask mandates. Okay, and this is dated July 7th, 2022. All right, the year where Yahweh Bashim Yahushai turns up. So that was a couple of days ago, about 2 days ago, because today's July the 10th. Okay, and I'm going to read this article, and this is again the commencement of the next Vanessa and this whole stress that they did last year and 2 years ago. They're about to pretty much finish the deal. Okay, now it's time, and they were saying it that all throughout the summer they're going to let people live and chill out and do whatever, and then during the fall there's going to be another so-called demic. All right, now if you've been paying attention, all right, the U.S. has already ordered millions of Vanessas. All right, whether it's for the MP or whether it's for the CV. All right, but they've ordered millions of these Vanessas, so you already know that they're gonna use it. All right, so they just have to create a situation, all right, for it to be needed. And now we're starting to hear the rhetoric and the propaganda once again of the uptick in so-called cases. All right, so we already know, all right, what time it is, man. They're about to put that hell and the stress upon people, man. Okay, so let's read right into it. All right, it says cities across the United States might be urged to bring back mask mandates as a new subvariant continue to spread. The CDC said on Tuesday that Omicron subvariant BA.4 and BA.5, again, what does that even mean? Nobody knows, right? Are expected to make up a combined 70.1% of the CV variants in the country as of July 2nd, Reuters reported. Both the sublineages made up 52% of the variants in the US during the week of June 25th. Researchers at Harvard Medical School said in June that new data suggests that the Omicron variants BA.4 and BA.5 seem to be more Vanessa evasive than previous subvariants among the fully vaccinated and boosted and those who were previously infected. So what does that tell you? They're about to, just like in Canada, okay, just like in Australia, that you're about to start having to hear the rhetoric of everybody needs to start getting ready for another cycle of Vanessas. Okay, so now they're about to start frustrating people because there's so many different things happening all at once. You got food shortages, you got people at a very angry, state of mind. Okay, like the definition of distress. Okay, circumstances that causes anxiety or hardship. A lot of people, the everyday American, all right, is not at peace. Okay, they are tight. All right, they are pissed. Okay, and to come out here and try to coerce them or compel them to go through another of this BS is going to tick people off. Okay, and that's exactly what they're trying to do. Okay, it says, however, the CV Vanessa is still deemed as an effective way to protect against the virus. So how is it that you're saying that, oh, it wasn't as effective as previously thought, but it's still good to protect you from it doesn't make sense, and people are catching on to it. Okay, but now because a lot of people have caught on to it, all right, they have to come down, and double down, triple down, even quadruple down. All right, meaning you about to take booster after booster. All right, those who don't submit to it, you're gonna feel the pain. All right, it says now BA.4 and BA.5 are displacing previous Omicron subvariants and are causing most of the infections in the U.S. Many places are seeing an increase in infections from a high baseline of cases. Dr. Leanna Wen, a professor of health policy and management at the George Washington University Milken Institute School of Public Health, told CNN on Friday. The O subvariant are also more contagious than their predecessors, according to the experts. Okay, so these experts who've been, and let's get a precept on that. Okay, these same experts, all right, who've been at the forefront of all this thing, all right, leading people to their death, all right, are the same ones coming out and saying that, oh, we found out a new thing, so let's go ahead and do it. Okay, there's a book of Job, chapter 13, verse 4. It says, "But ye are forgers of lies." Okay, these so-called physicians that they keep putting out there, these so-called experts. Okay, what are they experts in? They're experts in wickedness. They're experts in deception, witchcraft, sorcery. Okay, it says experts, right? "But ye are forgers of lies, ye are physicians of no value." Okay, that is why the same damn experts who came out a couple years ago and people listened to them, what happened? You're still getting sick, you're still having to go to the hospital. Everything they told you is a lie, period. Okay, and people are catching on to it, like I said. So now they're about to double down on the so-called mask mandates and so on and so forth, which is all going to lead to the next cycle of getting Vanessa. So it's not going to stop at, oh, we're just putting on the mask and then things are going to go back to normal. No, it's the mask. They have to start putting the signal. All right, once people start seeing a lot more masks and it's mandated, what happens automatically? You're thinking, oh, there's something out there. So then you're compelled subconsciously to want to actually get protected from this thing that's out there. That's how they play the games. It's all mind games. They first have to mandate the stuff, so people already putting the mask on, the muzzle, and then now they're going to come out and be a lot more draconian. Okay, it says they're taking over. Quote, "They're taking over so clearly they're more contagious than earlier variants of O," Dr. Montefiore, a professor at the Human Vanessa Institute, told NBC News. So they got an institute, the Human Vanessa Institute. Oh, you saw. It says concerns around another surge in C cases prompted some cities to discuss reintroducing indoor mask mandates as the CDC updated its risk category for some counties. But all the research that's come out saying that these so-called masks don't work. So why do you have to still mandate these things? Again, it's about control. Okay, it has nothing to do with protection. They don't care about you. All right, and it's funny because it's always around when they want to push a certain narrative. That's when all of a sudden cases go up. What happened so over the past 6 months or so? What's going on? Nobody's getting sick. It's almost like people got sick, but ain't nobody was talking about it. You don't hear it, so it's kind of like, oh, nothing happened. But now you're about to start hearing it, so then that means it's there, because they're going to start using the media to push it down everyone's throats. Okay. Los Angeles. It says an indoor mask mandate might be reinstated in Los Angeles County as soon as late July if high sea risk is reached and remains there for 2 consecutive weeks, the Los Angeles Times reported on Friday. So all they got to do is just say that there is the sea cases uptick for 2 weeks straight, and it's going to come right back. Okay. Again, these things they do, they're not telling you that it may happen. They're telling you what it's going to happen. All right. This is the plan. Okay. And we told you this is not over. All right. They've told you it's not over. They've told you the next steps they're going to take, the next phase. All right. In details. All right. So the war is really about to begin, and people got to get geared up and ready. Anyone who's listening to these so-called experts and all that, you're going to be royally effed. Okay. But we know that this is going to prompt a lot of division. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people who are going to be for it and those who are going to be against it, and it's going to create an uproar. All right. All this Roe v. Wade and the whole of June, you got people doing parades and partying and chilling and all that. Nobody got sick. All of a sudden, now everybody's getting sick. Yeah, okay. All right. It says Los Angeles County hasn't reached that level yet, but it is edging closer to it than it has since exiting from this category in March, because the spring was here. So, they have to build back the economy. They got to let people go out, like Fauci said some time ago. He said that you can't put the people down too much, because then they're going to revolt. Sometimes you got to ease off a little bit. So you get a few months of ease, and then they'll clank right back on you. Okay. It says, quote, "We can't predict with certainty what the future hospitalization trend will look like. However, it is looking more likely, as cases and admissions have continued to increase, that we will enter the high community level designation later this month." Man, these people. LA County Public Health Director Barbara Ferrer said Thursday. New York City area. As of Friday, all 5 boroughs in the city have been added to the CDC's updated high-risk category for CV spread. Westchester County was also added to the high-risk category. New York's health department tweeted on Friday that there are high levels of CV across the city, and said that all New Yorkers should wear a high-quality mask in all public indoor settings and around crowds to slow the spread of the virus. All right. So again, they're about to stress people up. Okay. The CDC, all right, also recommends wearing face masks in public indoor settings when a region is experiencing a high CV risk, regardless of Vanessa status. So all this expert talking BS of go get your shit, go take your jump shot is going to protect you from this. It will protect. How come now they're saying regardless if you got it or not, you're still going to be required to do these things? And remember, a lot of people got this Vanessa stuff. Part of it was out of fear, okay, and actually believe in the stupid ass government. But others are doing it because they're like, yo, leave me the F alone. All right. And if you get to that point where people who are pleading the leave me the F alone, all right, card is not working for them, they're going to revolt. Okay, they're going to revolt. And remember, a lot of people are waking up. They're seeing what's going on. All right, a lot of people died off of this stuff. They know it doesn't work. So this right here, this time is going to be people going to be bucking up against this stuff. All right, I can see people fighting each other, because there's a division. All right, and people are stressed out. You about to tell somebody, hey, make sure you have your mask on. Man, people going to get hurt. Okay, people are really about to start getting really, really hurt, man. Injuries. All right. It says a 25% positivity rate has been reported in some neighborhoods in Manhattan and Queens, according to NBC New York. Queens, Manhattan, Brooklyn, Staten Island, and the Bronx were in the CDC's medium risk category in June. So they're going back to that tier system where, oh, it's medium risk, start putting your mask on. It's high risk, lockdown. Low risk, everybody's free to go. So they already have that tier system out there. And we said that that's what they wanted to do. Okay, it's all about control. It says Louisville, Kentucky. Mask mandates haven't been reinstated in Louisville but wearing a face mask and limiting in-person indoor activities were recommended for those living in high-risk areas. So can we see them bringing back lockdowns? You're damn right. Can we see them shutting down sporting events and so on and so forth so that people could comply? You're damn right. Okay. It says over 40 of the 120 counties in Kentucky were at high risk of CV spread during the week of June 30th, the Courier Journal reported. Meanwhile, CV-related hospitalizations across Kentucky have increased from 187 to 405 from the week of May 2nd to the week of July 4th, according to a news outlet. The BA.5 variant subvariant has been recently been the dominant strain in Louisville and has high concentrations in Floyd's Fork, according to wastewater data by the University of Louisville. Well, that's kind of weird. According to wastewater data. Okay, and then it goes down Atlanta, all right, Washington state counties, and then it goes down. Actually, let's read it because there's a little bit left here. So Atlanta says the CDC also added Cobb and Douglas counties in the Atlanta area to its high-risk category. Mask mandates have been reinstated on Tuesday in the Cobb County courthouse complex due to the surge in cases. Chief Judge Robert Leonard has reluctantly brought back the mask mandate as the county is set to review hearings moving forward. According to county officials, WSB-TV reported on Wednesday. In Washington state counties, it says Governor Jay Inslee said that mask mandates will not be reinstated for now as long as hospitalization rates don't reach serious levels. KREM reported on Thursday, quote, "We are not there and we're not approaching that position." Yes, you are. You're on the list, nigga. You are approaching that position. It says, we think, all right, they always think something, and then there's always the opposite. So we think this is the moment for people to make individual decisions as they can and get a booster shot, the governor said. So the first ones didn't work. So go ahead and take the second one, and hopefully that works. These people, bro. It says, however, all counties except Whitman and San Juan contain high CV transmission rates, according to Washington State Department of Health's data. All right. So reading all this, we already know that they're about to start stressing people out. Okay. As the title says, this new CV strain could push cities back to mask mandates. Okay, and it's not going to stop there. Okay, it's not going to stop there. Here's the book of Revelation, chapter 6 and verse 4. It says, "And there went out another horse that was red, and power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth." All right, and that's why you see what's going on around the world. Okay, they have officially gotten that order from Yahweh Bashim Yahushai to fulfill this prophecy. That is why Klaus Schwab a few months back said we must prepare for an angrier world. Why the hell do we have to prepare for an angrier world? Because they are going to take the peace out of the world. Okay, when there's no peace, there's chaos, there's anarchy. And that's what you're seeing around the world right now. And with this new mandate coming down very soon across the country, you're going to start seeing a whole lot of violence. All right, people can't have food to eat. All right, their lives are in shambles. And you're going to come around and talk about doing this type of shit again? All right. It says, and that they should kill one another, and there was given unto him a great sword. Okay, so now you're about to start seeing the cannibalism. Okay, because again, there's a lack of bread and for great tribulation. All right, 2 Ezra 15 tells you that. Okay, 2 Ezra 15, 2 Ezra 16. All right, now you're about to start seeing the result of Esau's doing. Okay, and this prophecy right here, the red horse, is being fulfilled. We're in the time of the red horse. Okay, that's why there's no peace on the earth. Okay, that they should kill one another, and there was given unto him a great sword. So this right here is going to be the beginning. All right, once this goes through, and they're saying in July, which we are in July, they're saying middle of July, so the 15th through the 19th or so. All right, they're going to be coming down with the new propaganda campaign of the MP. All right, the MP, which the World Health Organization is behind that bullshit. Okay, so get ready for that too. All right, so yeah, man, we're in the time, man. Hey, the first half of the year is done. We're about to kick into the second half of stress, of pain, and like the scripture says, perplexity and distress of nations. Okay, we're in that time, and that prophecy is being fulfilled, man. All right, so pay attention. All right, we don't have much time left. Okay, we don't have much time left, man. So it's through these times they're gonna bring that MOTB. All right, and then we're gonna see what the Lord has in store. All right, so stay prayed up, man. And keep hey, hold fast, hold on fast. All right, it's gonna be a bumpy ride. All right, keep your faith in Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Okay, keep your faith in Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, man. All right, so I'm gonna leave it off there, Lord willing, be edified. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, Bashim Rakakwadash, the water Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, and until next time, Shalom.